And you're welcome along to our preview night here. Again, we're previewing our Junior Championship. That's the Universal Graphics Junior Championship. Of course, it's going to be Cremartin taking on Emyvale. I'm delighted to say I'm joined by representatives of the Cremartin club. We have the chairperson, Gerry Mulligan. We have Ronan, Burke, the captain. And indeed, we have a member of the team management here as well, Noel, Marron. And Gerry, maybe I'll just turn to yourself first, to my right-hand side here. Big occasion, looking forward to it. I know you were there in 2011. It's hard to believe it's 7 years ago, so it's a good occasion to be looking forward to again. Any county final at any grade.
Oh yeah, Sean, it's good for the club. It's good for everyone to be involved, to be back again in a county final, and you know, it's a bit, at the moment there's a good buzz about the club, and hopefully, you know, the results will go our way on Sunday.
We're in the heartland here, of course, of Cremartin. We're here in Clon at the moment. I come down past the grounds there, the flag's up, the bunting's up, and everybody's building up to this one. Yeah,
that's it. We're all looking forward to it. You know, it's a big occasion, as you said. Like, it doesn't matter what final, you know, but to be in a championship final, it's a great occasion for the club, and we're all looking forward to it next Sunday.
Of course, and why not? Ronan, there would have been obviously maybe an element of disappointment dropping out of intermediate down to junior last year, but you have made the positive steps back and one step short of going back up again. You couldn't ask much more than that.
Yeah, no, it's always tough going down. You always feel a bit sorry for yourself at the start, and when you sit down and really think about it, like, you deserved it, and you end up you didn't win enough games. So I suppose we had to sit down and reevaluate and set a target for the year, and that target was obviously to be in a championship final and to win it. So we've one step out of the way.
And you're familiar with who you're taking on as well. They came down with you last year, so you would have played in intermediate football last year. You have played against each other in junior football, and in fairness, you are near the top end of the table in that as well. So there's very little between yourselves, obviously, in Emyvale.
Yeah, no, we're well used to each other. We, as you say, we play each other. We seem to come up and down with each other nearly most years. So always a tight game between us, and we're looking forward to doing it again with them.
And why not? I'd mentioned to Gerry there as well. I suppose the buzz in the community also is a big thing to look forward to. 7 years from that's been about, obviously, from you contested a championship final. So it's always nice to get, you don't want to get completely wrapped up on it, but it's nice to be part of it.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Any sort of final at any age group or any level is always good to be in. Like, and the buzz around the club has definitely lifted in the last few weeks, and everyone's looking forward to it.
And why not? Noel, part of the management team here as well. You're used to big occasions and big days out, Noel. I suppose you'll take this one in your stride.
Yeah. Sean, you're never used to it. You're always a bit nervous no matter what you're in. You know, the fear of losing is a big thing with me. You know, until that final whistle is blown, you know, you're never confident. You have to be on your tender hooks all the time.
I suppose you'd be reliving scenarios and going through scenarios and working out scenarios for the next couple of days and weeks, or not even weeks, because it's the end of this week in preparation for it.
Yeah, listen, you're always thinking. Probably the way I work is I think about it when I get up in the morning, and probably the last thing I think when I'm going to bed, because it's your responsibility to get the best 15 out and hopefully pick the best 15 in the positions. To, you know, it's not just all about picking 15 players. It's about matchups and different things like that there, and you know, you have to get them as near right as possible. Doesn't always happen, but that's what you have to try to do.
Now, you've got nothing easy to get to this final, so I suppose that's part of the learning process, part of the experience, and part of what you'll take with you as well. And even just thinking back to the semi-final and the game against Clonus, and in fairness, it was toe-to-toe, particularly during the second half.
Definitely so. Like, if you got things easy, there'd be something wrong. And you know, Arrow could have beat us, and you know, Clonus could have beat us as well. But in fairness to the boys, they dug deep, and you know, and that's what I'd be looking for, is the character in these boys, and they've showed it so far, and they just have to do it one more time.
They do indeed, and Ronan, I suppose, I touched on it there. Those games, that's what really maybe proves your championship calibre, is that you can come through them. You have to dig deep maybe when things appear to be going against you, that you can turn it around, and you live of that and you take that with you.
Yeah, definitely. A game like that always builds bond between a team. Like, you get back to training on a Tuesday night after a real tough win like that, you can see it in the boys, like, they're all ready to go again. Sometimes if you get a victory too handy, you maybe take the foot off the gas a bit and you get complacent, but no, it keeps us on our toes, definitely.
I was just going to say, what's training like on the week up then? They always talk about this sort of an easing off. I suppose it would be more just we're in the modern day of video analysis, I suppose, and tactics and going through it and stuff like that. The hard graft's been done, or has it? Maybe Noel has other plans?
No, always hard work, always hard work, tough hitting. Everyone's going 100% at it, and that's the way we want it, and that's the way Noel wants it. And we enjoy it.
Enjoy it, and why not? Gerry, the thing about it, when you have your seniors going well in the club, that immediately drips right down the whole way to the youngest member of the club as well. And I even noted over the course of the weekend, being out and about, the Cremartin jerseys was on, and the youngsters were making the most of it. They'll see the flags and the bunting, and that augurs well for the future of the club. No matter what happens on Sunday, the youngsters are getting a taste of this. Oh
yeah, and there's a competition on Saturday now in the club, on under 11s I think it was, and the lads played there and they won their match. And you know, it always gets the young ones involved and gets them out. And once the seniors are winning, it brings that buzz to the rest of the young ones in the club, and it filters down, as you say. And you know, as I said before, it's a great occasion. And a bit like Noel, I suppose we're all nervous. You know, I suppose the fear of losing is always the big problem. You know, and but hopefully things will go away on Sunday.
Now, we know what the chair, or what the captain of the team and the team will be doing in preparation. We know what the management will be doing in preparation. What's the chairman do in preparation? Just sit and worry for the rest?
Praying. Starting the rosary and praying. Oh, look, it's I suppose like every match I'd be nervous. Even the match against Clonus, you know, I got it very hard to settle. You know, I'd be walking up and down. I'd like to be on my own. I can't stand people around me. You know, I have to be on my own and keeping well away from everybody else. You know, so nerves, I suppose, is the problem. You know, and hopefully they'll be okay on Sunday. I'm sure they'll give you your own little enclosed area that you can do the bit of prancing about in then to calm it. Put me into a pen in Scotstown there, so I can be enclosed on my own there for the rest of the match. You know, so. Well, listen, we wish you the very, very best of luck. Cremartin, of course, taking on Emyvale in the Universal Graphics Junior Championship final, as they mentioned there, in Scotstown.